Alright, let's dive into something that's been buzzing lately, Saturday Night Live's latest sketch, MAHaspital. Now, if you haven't seen it yet, buckle up, because it's a wild ride. Personally, I think what makes this sketch so fascinating is how it doesn't just poke fun at RFK Jr., it completely deconstructs his public persona and policies in a way that's both hilarious and brutally insightful. What many people don't realize is that satire like this isn't just about laughs, it's a mirror held up to society, reflecting the absurdities we sometimes overlook. Here's the setup. Harry Styles hosts SNL, and one of the standout sketches is MAHaspital, a parody of RFK Jr.'s Make America Healthy Again agenda, styled after the hospital drama The Pitt. Now, if you take a step back and think about it, this isn't just a random choice. The Pitt is known for its intense, often over-the-top medical scenarios, and by blending it with RFK Jr.'s controversial health policies, SNL is essentially saying, this is what happens when you take these ideas to their logical extreme. One thing that immediately stands out is the sketch treatment of RFK Jr.'s health recommendations. Raw milk for drips? Ivermectin on the shelves? Whey powder instead of Tylenol? It's absurd, sure, but what this really suggests is how far-fetched some of these ideas might seem to the average person. In my opinion, the sketch isn't just mocking RFK Jr., it's highlighting the disconnect between his policies and mainstream medical science. A detail I find fascinating is how they throw in references like methylene blue and a full moon ceremony, which feels like a jab at the pseudoscientific undertones of some of his stances. What makes this really interesting is the way the sketch ties into RFK Jr.'s real-life controversies. Remember the bear incident? Yeah, they didn't let that one slide. James Austin Johnson's portrayal of a shirtless, veiny Kennedy wheeling in a dead bear is both hilarious and cringeworthy. But it's not just a cheap laugh, it's a commentary on the bizarre, almost surreal aspects of his public image. If you think about it, this raises a deeper question. How much of our political discourse is shaped by these larger-than-life personalities and their quirks? Another layer to this is the sketch's political undertones. SNL has always been a platform for political satire, but this feels particularly pointed. From my perspective, the sketch isn't just targeting RFK Jr., it's critiquing a broader trend of politicizing health and science. The line about phony liberal science isn't just a throwaway joke, it's a commentary on how science has become a battleground in our polarized society. What many people don't realize is that by mocking these extremes, SNL is actually advocating for a return to evidence-based reasoning. Now, let's talk about Harry Styles' role in all this. His Dr. Robbie-esque character is the perfect foil for the chaos of MAHaspital. Personally, I think his performance adds this layer of absurdity that makes the sketch work. He's not just playing a doctor, he's embodying the kind of overconfident, misguided authority figure that's become all too familiar in our public discourse. One thing that immediately stands out is how he delivers lines like, "What she needs is a steak. She needs protein, people." It's funny, but it's also a sharp critique of how simplistic solutions are often peddled as cures. If you take a step back and think about it, MAHaspital isn't just a sketch, it's a cultural moment. It's SNL at its best, using humor to dissect complex issues and hold a mirror up to society. In my opinion, what makes this sketch so effective is its ability to balance comedy with commentary. It's not just laughing at RFK Jr., it's laughing with us, inviting us to question the absurdities of our time. So, here's my closing thought. Satire like this matters because it forces us to confront the ridiculousness of our world. It's easy to get caught up in the noise of politics and public figures, but sketches like MAHaspital remind us to step back, laugh, and maybe even rethink our assumptions. What this really suggests is that humor can be one of the most powerful tools for understanding the world around us. So, what do you think? Is MAHaspital just a funny sketch, or is it something more? Let me know in the comments below.